Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Erico5 back with another combo tutorial. This time we're using Alien TARKATAN. When they first released him, I gave you guys some day one bread and butters. But I figure it's time to come back with some real meaty combos for Alien. Alright, with no delay, let me get right started. What I'm going to show you right now is a mid 31% meterless combo. That's a solid 31% for no bars of meter. Now I went ahead and ended the combo in this because if you try to do his leap on that combo because of the juggles, it's not going to come out. You're going to whiff it. So for an overhead meterless, this is what I came up with. Now it's not 30%, it's only 26%, but again, it's hard to get good damage with Alien for no bars of meter. But 26% is still a solid damage off of an overhead, you know. So now you did have to run cancel that part in between when you went for that. You have to run cancel. If you don't run cancel, you're not going to get the link. So, alright. Now, let's get into what Alien's really good at. Spending meter. And these are going to be, it's going to begin with the overhead jump in. But it's basically a mid, but the third hit of the mid does hit low. So, it has a pretty decent mix-up potential if your opponent isn't really ready for it, or maybe they're just not used to fighting aliens. 37%, and that's with the dash. Now, I did both of them with both enders. Now this one, I believe, is the best way to end that, because look at the distance you are from your opponent. You know, you can mix up with the tail, go overhead. You know, you're about jumping distance away from your opponent. When you do this, I know I'm towards the corner, but look how far you throw your opponent. You know, I know he can still get some damage in from a distance, but this variation, unlike the acidic, you know, you don't have any projectiles. So, you know, when you got an opponent trying to zone you out, you know, you're going to have to keep trying to do a little dash under, you know, try to get in close. So it's good to keep your opponent within arm range. So that was just 37%. Now I'm going to show you some fun combos. This is involving 2 bars of meter. They do awesome damage, you know, so I say fun, but we'll use that word lightly. This is going to begin with the same starter, which is the forward 1, 3, 4. Solid 41% damage. Yeah. Now when I made this combo, I did not realize that you can actually squeeze a neutral jump into that. You know, because I was playing around with him in the combos and stuff, and that's when I realized, oh yeah, by the way, you can add the neutral jump. It's only going to do an extra 1%, but man, it looks nice. You pull this off in a fight, your opponent's gonna swear you're the greatest alien player of all time. 42%, 2 bars of meter. You know, but now I know you're saying like, well, you know, I don't really want to spend 2 bars of meter to do that type of damage. That's okay, because you really don't have to. If you can get good with the run cancel, I'm going to show you that there's another way to do this. And I didn't start with the jump in, because when I first made the combo, my idea and stuff behind it was like, okay, if you were, you know, fighting your opponent, you know, you're in the middle of a game, you've been doing some tail lashes and stuff, then you want to do the back two, which is an overhead. Now when you do this, you run cancel, and basically you're pulling off the very first combo. So with that said, let me go ahead and show it to you. See, run canceled, did the forward 1, 3, 4, 39%. Now had you did the jump in, you know, into the overhead, it would have did 1% more. So you would have had a 40% mid-screen, you know, for 1 bar a meter. Here, I'll go ahead and show that one more time, just because I know it went by kind of quick. Oh, and I did end, and I'm glad I actually played it again. I did end it in this, because if you try to do the jump, you're gonna whiff. So it just does not come out fast enough. You're gonna have to do, I call it the sickle. So I'm sure, you know, it's definitely got a much better name. Yeah, TARKATAN rush. Too much to say. Alright, so on to the next thing. I got a 40% corner combo, and this is basically the that mid I just got done showing you, but in the corner, so you would not have to run cancel it. You know, for a solid 40%, I did the jump in on this one. So now either way, whether it's in the corner or whether you're mid-screen, there's 40% for 1 bar a meter, you know, beginning with either an overhead, or the overhead. You know, naturally when you go into the forward 1, 3, 4, you know, that would end with a low, but you're not going to get that because, you know, this is considered 1 string. Now mind you, that is not safe if blocked. Let me check to see what the frame data is on that. Yeah, see, block advantage 10. So you want to condition your opponent before you just go ahead and do that. Get him really going on with some of the tail whips and stuff. You know, get him to really start to block low, and then when he blocks low, that's when you just open him up. Alright, so this is the last video I have for you, and this is going to be some of his mix-ups to show you how good his little rush is. You know, a lot of these combos, you might not even want to end them properly just because you get kind of a reset with the dash, and I'm going to go ahead and show that to you right now. Now, I did this one as if the match first started. But seeing that I mean, literally, right after you do that dash, your opponent's available again for you to do something to them. You know, and because Alien's got so many, like, little mix-ups, you know, and all of these right here are mix-ups. You know, it makes it real difficult to block. I'm going to go ahead and show that to you one more time. Alien moves so fast. And that would have basically began with a low. And I know it's 3rd string, but see, that did 34% damage the first one. Oh, 33. And then the second one was 27%. You know, and the first 27% began with the low into that. You know, naturally you can end in one of these moves, and you'll get like a solid 30% off of that. Naturally, if you did the jump in, it would add an extra 2%, but we're just going by the mix-ups. You know, that dash, being able to mix your opponent up is so good. I mean, it really is so good. And I mean, Alien's just so cool. So this is what I have for you. I hope this will help you step up your Alien game if you trying to get an Alien game. You know, I also love his teabag. I think it's one of the best teabags in the game. So don't forget, this is Erico5. Like, comment, and please subscribe. And until next time, this is what I got for you. Catch you later.